Hey Gearheads, welcome back to BZB TV. This is Nate back here from the support team, and today we're going to show you, we have some exciting news. We have a brand new update for our BG Switch Control app that's available on all platforms, Mac, Windows, iOS, iPad, iPhone, Android devices that allows you to control multiple of our matrices, video wall processors, and multi-viewers. But for today, we're going to be talking about some of the new features focusing on video wall and multi-view that we're able to implement specifically for the VP series, the VP44, the VP88, VP99, and all the Pro series of that, because those units allow video wall, matrix, and multi-view. And now our Switch Control apps allows for custom video wall and customized multi-view. So we're going to show you how to use it. So let's go ahead and dive in. So for today's video, we're just going to be using the VP88 multi-view matrix and video wall processor. We already have it networked. If you don't know how to do that, we have plenty of videos on that as well. But today we're going to be focusing on just the features of video wall and multi-view. You can download the Switch Control app on from the Microsoft Store, or if you're using other devices from the App Store and so forth. So I'm going to go ahead and dive in here. And so as you can see, I have the app already pulled up. I already have my VP88 networked. I'm just going to go ahead and click on that to open it up. As you can see, it's up behind me. I have 8 inputs, 8 outputs. And then you could go through and label everything you need to. You could do that on your own. I'm just going to focus on creating video wall first. I'm just going to be focusing on creating video wall and multi-view. So let's start with create video wall. So typically, if you're using the VP88, you're gonna probably make like a 3x2 video wall, or a 2x2, or maybe 2 sets of 2x2. But as you can see behind me, we have 8 TVs on a 3x3 video wall, which is 9 TVs, but only 8 are supported. So I'm gonna just do a couple video walls on here, and it's all set up behind me. So as I already opened up my video wall page, first I'm gonna go ahead and match the video wall here. So you could do autofill. So as you can see, I have output 1, output 2, output 3, output 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is kind of mirroring this. If you have something smaller, you can do a 2x2. Just make sure all the outputs are matching the grid on here. I'm gonna click on video wall. So it's actually really simple. So if I want to create a 3x2, I just click, hold, drag across, and it creates a video wall. And so I can label it, I can select my input, and then adjust the bezel. So I'm gonna call this 3x2, and then input 1 is just like food wall. And I'll hit OK, and then I'll go down and hit apply. And boom, that's how easy it is. I created a video wall. So, but I'm sure you want to go back to this video wall, so it's good to save it as a preset. So you're gonna go ahead and go save to file. I'm gonna call it the same thing, 3x2 food wall, and then make sure you save it in the different scene numbers. So I'm gonna hit OK. What's great is you can save this on your desktop. So if you ever need to reopen it, you can just save it somewhere on your desktop. But also, if you go back to the presets, it'll be in your preset area. So I'm gonna go ahead and create one more video wall. So to create another video wall, I'm just gonna go ahead and back out a couple steps. I'm gonna go ahead and I can delete it right here, or just create a new one. So hit create, autofill, video wall, and then now I'm just gonna create a let's do a 2x2 on this wall, and then I'll do like input 6. So I'm gonna call this 2x2. I can't remember what input 6 was, so we're just gonna put 2x2 6, hit OK, and apply, and it goes pretty quick. Oh, it's the Blu-ray player, so there you go. And then I'm gonna hit save to file. I'm gonna make this number 2, and then 2x2 Blu-ray. And pretty simple. Now save it on my desktop, and there you go. What's great now is I could go back to my main page here, and then I go to presets up here at the top. I'll click on presets. As you can see, I didn't type food well, so it says wall, and then Blu-ray. So just to call these, and it's pretty seamless, I click on that, and boom, there's our food, and then back to our 2x2. Boom, there you go. And that's all saved right here. And so you can go ahead and create up to 8 video wall presets if you want. Go ahead, I can even change the name if I want to fix my spelling. There you go. There. And I'll update. There you go. Boom. All right, part 2, creating multi-view. So I'm gonna go ahead, obviously click on the top here, create multi-view. Same thing, I'm gonna do autofill on our layout, and then I'm gonna hit multi-view. So at first, this is a little, it looks a little overwhelming because it's very customizable and allows you can actually create a video wall or tiles, or actually the, I guess picture-in-picture, the smaller images of like part of the multi-view that you can put on each screen. Couple key things to note. Whatever you put on one screen, it's gonna mirror on other screens. So you can either have the same multi-view or do a bypass, which is a single image on that screen. If you're looking to do like a different multi-view on every single output, check out the BZBGEAR Ultra AVoIP. That's a great unit for that. But this kind of allows you a little more customization with the multi-view. If I want one multi-view on one screen, maybe a full image on another, and so forth. So let's go ahead and dive in. So what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and create a multi-view quad view on maybe like one of the outputs, and do like full images on the other other 3 outputs, and we'll do that on different TVs. So I'm going to create a quad view on output 1. So let's start there. So what's great is I could drag it up into the corner and it kind of fills in. And I'm gonna drag it this corner. It's gonna show up on output 2 over here, which is totally fine. But I'm gonna make sure I switch the inputs because I'm doing different inputs because all defaults to input 1. I'm gonna go ahead and just I kind of like drag into the corner, kind of fills in. It'll just be input 3. And then tile input 4. So far we got our quad view here, but right now it's on every single output. So how to adjust that is because if I hit apply, it's going to be kind of looking like that. So what I want to do is I want to set the layers up on output 1 to include each output, because right now each tile is only going to the corresponding output. So let's go up here, output configuration. I'm going to click on output 1, and I kind of just arrange the layers. As you can see, if I do this kind of orientation, it kind of fills in. I'm going to hit apply. I like to kind of hit apply as we build. So you can see at the top there, top left, it's a quad view, but each TV is still showing smaller images of each output or inputs. So what I do is click on the other outputs and just say bypass. Click on here, bypass, because we're bypassing that multi-view. Bypass. And I'm gonna hit apply. And boom, so you have a quad view at the top left, and then kind of a full screen image on the other outputs. So I'm going to now, that's kind of using the first 4 inputs. I'm going to do the same on outputs 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'm going to click on, I'm going to do this again. So I'm going to go up to the top, back to my editing screen. I'm going to do tiles on output 5, kind of just drag it over past the corner, and then it kind of snaps right in there. Tile, oh, right here. Even I get a little lost in the shuffle here. All right, we got input 5. I'm going to do that. Input 6. Input 7. Input 8. And I'm going to hit apply. So those kind of reapplies those, and then kind of readjusts. And all right, now I'll go back to output configuration, unclip. Actually, I'm gonna just do it backwards. I'm gonna do output 8, show the different layers, and then 5, 6, 7 will have bypass, bypass, bypass. Hit apply. and give it a second to build and think and process, and boom, there you go. You have multi-view on output 1, multi-view on output 8, multi-view of inputs 1 through 4, and then you have multi-view of quad view of 5, 6, 7, 8 on here, and that's how you could create your multi-view. And then if you want the same multi-view on other outputs, just turn bypass off. But first things first, let's go ahead and save this. This is our multi-view. I'll just call this quad multi-view with full, something like that. Hit OK. It's gonna ask me to save it on the desktop. There it goes. Hit save, and it's gonna show up in our presets. And just to show you the different presets, let's go ahead and just turn, how about we just do, kind of just play around with it real quick. We'll turn bypass off on like a couple of them. Hit apply. All right. So 2 and 3, like if you want to, let's see here, to show on output 2, if I just want to do apply, if I just want to have 2 images right there, you can do that. And then here, if I want to do the bottom 2, let's do that. I believe that's the right. You can do that. Hopefully this is making sense. And then we'll just do, how about, no. Turn this one off. Apply. I'm just kind of making up random multi-view for you to see just the different layers you can do. And we'll just put number 6 back on bypass. All right, I'm gonna apply all this. And there's your craziness. And so I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I'm gonna call this number 2. I'll just say custom multi-view. Hit OK. Custom multi-view. I don't know why you would want this set up, but hey, but if you have these TVs all like not all next to each other, you can do that as well. So now I'm going to go back to our presets, and you can see that we can easily, we have our 2 video walls that we created and 2 quad views, or excuse me, multi-view. So if I'm just going to go back to our multi-view, click on this, and boom, you got your multi-view, or sorry, video wall, and go back to our original, the 2 video walls that we created, and then let's go back to our, go from our video wall, and then just go back to one of our multi-views. So let's go back to the custom one, and you gotta love Samsung TVs to detecting device. There we go. There you have it, our brand new update for our Switch Control app, supporting video wall and multi-view specifically for the VP series, VP88, VP99 Pro, 44, all kind of does the same thing, allows you to kind of create custom video walls and multi-view, and allows a pretty seamless switching between the different layouts through the app. As always, if you have any questions, if you're looking to set this up, or if you come along any speed bumps, feel free to hit us up at tech support. Love to get on the phone and help you get over those speed bumps. But if you're looking to see how this, if this is the custom solution you're looking for your setup, hit up any one of our sales associates. I know they'll love to talk to you about how this might be a great fit for you. As always, don't forget to like and subscribe to videos like these so you'll be notified when more videos like these come out. And don't forget, have a great day.